shortly after Canada's Liberal Party scored a stunning comeback victory in last week's elections, Prime Minister Mark Carney is set to meet US President Donald Trump at the White House later today. This also comes as China says it is open to improving ties with Canada. Associate Professor Saeed from Wayne State University weighs in on whether this could mark a turning point for softer diplomacy.
Well, I think that when it comes to Canada, there is going to be a distinction here. Usually what happens is one country will alternate between using the proverbial carrot and the proverbial stick. But now what we find is that China seems perfectly willing to use the carrot, while the United States seems to be much more interested, at least with President Trump, in using the stick. With the election of Prime Minister Carney serve as a moment for negotiation? Will there be a softening of the rhetoric? After all, here you have two countries which have been long-standing allies, sharing the longest contiguous border of any two countries in the world, one that is a very peaceful and a very productive relationship. But the realities now with geopolitics are that if the economics fit, and particularly for a country as vast and as versatile as Canada, when it comes to its natural resources, its raw materials, certainly things that China would crave without the kind of static, the tension, or the nuisance that is coming out of Washington, it seems as though they definitely have the upper hand. One thing that China certainly enjoys is having farmland with resources for whatever food supplies it needs. It has said very recently that it can be completely self-sufficient. It does not have to rely on American imports at all. But certainly it would benefit from Canadian imports to its country if it is able to go ahead and secure that. Knowing that, of course, there's quite a bit of Chinese entrepreneurship in Canada, especially some of its major cities like Vancouver and Toronto. That provides a little bit of an edge for Beijing with which to operate. And if that is the case, we may see a shift. It depends on how massive that shift is and how much of that shift may be irreversible when it comes to American efforts, either by Trump or his successors, to salvage the relationship between Ottawa and Washington.